Let's go over one of my recent online games to see the elemental concept of space in action. Simply listening to a lecture about space is not good enough. I really want you to learn this concept and not just hear about it. I want you to be able to use it in your own games to win. I will illustrate this concept so beautifully that your brain will naturally grow in size. Well, not really, but it helps to imagine just how much knowledge you are going to learn. Without further ado, let's take a look at this game. Good moves are being played so far, seeking to control as much central space as possible, and particularly the sweet center as highlighted. I have played my knight here to stop him from playing e4. I don't want him to gain more control over the sweet center. This was my first mistake in the game. It looks like a harmless trade, but it opens up more space for his rook. His rook now controls 5 more squares. This is very important in a spatial battle because it now gives him the advantage. If we back up a few moves, we can see that although this rook does control space, it only controls these squares. After the queens have been traded off, his rook now controls these additional 5 squares. I continued with bishop b4. Now moving my knight here to f6 looks like a harmless move, but it's actually my second spatial element mistake. This knight is only controlling 2 squares that are not controlled by any of my other pieces. It is also blocking an important retreating square for my other knight. This will make more sense in a few more moves. So let's take a look ahead. Now we can see that my knight here on e4 is attacked by the pawn and has no safe squares to move to except to capture this knight on c3. However, capturing the knight will significantly increase his spatial control, but I have no choice but to capture it. Now this pawn is supporting his center and also taking away some key squares from my bishop. After e4 and bishop g6, we can see that my spatial mistakes have cost me way much central space, and it has given him complete central control. He will now become the attacker. Let's also look at my pieces. This bishop on g6 is unable now to reach the center of the board or the right side. It can therefore not help with attack or defense in those areas. Luckily, my other pieces are unaffected and are more mobile, so they can move to either side of the board to help with defense or attack. In addition, though, my opponent now has more control over the sweet central squares. In fact, the only sweet central square that I currently control is this pawn on d5. My opponent is able to control the other 3 central sweet squares completely. I am in huge trouble here. Let's go ahead and count up how many squares we both controlled before and after my spatial mistakes. We are going back to the position before my first mistake. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many squares each side controls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's see here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Also 29. Let's see here, anything else? Well, it looks like that black is able to control a total of 29 squares here. Let's remember that. Now let's take a look at how many squares white is controlling. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, anything else? 29, let's look to see if there's anything that I missed. 30, 29, 30. So it looks like that white is able to control a total of 30 squares here, which is extremely close to black, who is able to control 29. So both sides are controlling about the same amount of space. The position, according to the spatial element, is approximately equal. Now let's calculate how much spatial control each side has after my spatial mistakes. Let's start with black first once again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19, 20, no, 20, 21, 22. So it looks like that black is controlling, actually 22, 23. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, it looks like that black is controlling a total of 23 squares, whereas before he was controlling about 29. Let's go ahead and count up how many squares white is controlling. So let's see here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Let's see if there's any that I've missed. So 33, 34, 35, 36. Any others that I've missed? Let's see here. 36. No, it looks like that white controls a total of 36 squares, whereas black only controls 23. Therefore, white has a spatial advantage of 13 squares and is much better here. In fact, white is winning in this position.